The Stranger is an adaptation of the book of the same name, and it is a horrible adaptation of this book. The show managed to completely misrepresent Rachel, the Elemist, and the conflict of the story. After the Animorphs are captured in the most ridiculous way possible, along with Axe... Anyway, after the Animorphs are captured with no way to escape, a godlike being who is played by the voice of the Daleks himself, Peter Meslin, appears.
I am an Elemist.
Are you saying the human race is going to become extinct?
The Yeerks are technologically superior to you.
Oh yeah, sure they are.
The Andalites will oppose them, but they'll lose. The Yeerks will win.
No, they won't. Anyway, he offers them the chance to create a colony comprised of their immediate family as well as other refugees on another planet. Jake is understandably skeptic that they will lose to the Yeerks. So the Elemist shows them a future in which they stayed on Earth and all became controllers.
Everything we saw, it'll be because we made it happen, not the Yeerks. Us.
No, that is the reality where you stayed on Earth. You're not making any sense. This episode is a prime example of the writers clearly having read the source material, but not understanding it. The message. Up until this point, these episodes have been bad. This is the first episode that's okay. No, that is too kind. I am neutral about this episode. It doesn't do anything particularly bad, but it doesn't do anything particularly good. It's a neutral episode. The Escape. This episode starts out fairly strong, as Rachel and Marco investigate an inmate at a ward who claims to be controlled by an alien in his head.
The Yeerks are parasitic slugs. They enter the brain through the ear canal. They take over every function of your conscious mind.
The Animorphs realize that the Yeerks can develop a chemical dependency to oatmeal. Bear with me. In the process, they lose control of their hosts, but become immortal and no longer need the Kandrona rays, resulting in hosts who are only partially free due to the fact that the Yeerks still remain in their head and can temporarily take control again. However, all of that is lost during the second half when the writer's lack of understanding of the conflict comes into play.
They're Yeerks. They're the enemy. They attack us, not the other way around, remember?
Sooner or later, if the Andalites send help, if the human race rises up, we're gonna try and destroy every Yeerk on Earth, right?
Huh? Okay, the dilemma in the book was whether they could justify condemning thousands of hosts to ending up like Edelman in order to win the war.
During the Civil War, they were fighting to end slavery. How did they do that? By killing the slaves? No, by going after the slave owners. That's what we have to do.
Slave owner? What the hell are you talking about? The only redeeming element of this episode is Richard McMillan's performance as Edelman, which perfectly captures the horror of being a human controller. But putting that aside, this episode suffers from the same problem that The Stranger suffers from. The writers clearly read the source material, but they don't understand it.
I mean, you look like kids.
Interesting. He thinks we're kids. Please, proceed.
You know, I love field trips, but they really should last the entire day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these half-day field trips mess with our heads. Just when you start to get a taste of freedom, you're back on the bus.
Yup, I know what you mean. Who the hell are you? The Reaction. This is an adaptation of the book of the same name, only they for some reason have Cassie acquire the crocodile instead of Rachel. Okay. Other than that, there isn't anything to complain about, really. It does its job, and it isn't a pain to sit through. That's more than I can say for many of the episodes on this list. The Leader. This episode incorporates some elements from The Stranger, but it's mostly a loose adaptation of The Predator, in that it involves the Animorphs, or just Jake and Marco in this case, being captured by the Yeerks and sent to the mothership. However, it's done in the most ridiculous method possible.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. The floor's hot.
The best way to describe this episode is that it only captures a fraction of what made The Predator a good book. But a fraction of perfection at the very least should equal something okay, and some of the emotion Marco feels after losing his mother is captured. And some of what made Visser 1 a great villain is also captured.
Admiration for your host's traits. Not a good idea, in my opinion.
I soothe my host to make her easier to control. She's not very willing. Besides, admiration is necessary in order to understand why these humans do what they do. It is wise to know your enemy.
And a fraction of Marco's simultaneous hope and despair is captured when he realizes Visser 1's host is his thought to be dead mother. Sure, most of the drama is lost, but some of it remains, and that's at least something to admire. Or maybe I'm just grasping at straws.